Hello, all of my crafty friends. It is Kiona the Craft Therapist here with you guys for a blog hop today for Amanda from Rise and Procraftinate for her 500 subscribers. I'm going to do a fun fold card with you guys today that I created using my Cricut. This is a piece of paper that is 11 by 5.5. It is scored in the center at 5.5, and we also have a diagonal fold going from one half of the card. We also have a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 5.5, and then a piece that is 5.25 by 5.25. The blue piece is 5 by 5, and then that white piece is 4.75 by 4.75. We have the thinking of you sentiment that I am going to stack 5 times and then use some vellum. In addition to that, I have some holographic vinyl that I'm going to be using to create a bohemian themed card. Now, initially I was thinking that I was going to stack up all 3 of the dream catchers. However, when I got into doing the card, I decided to only pop up the center dream catcher. I also have my sentiment for the outside that was written with my Cricut that says just a note to say. Now, we are celebrating Amanda from Rise and Procraftinate for her 500 subscribers. Congratulations to you, Amanda. You are so well deserving. Today's blog hop will have a ton of creators who are awesome and amazing, and I know that they're going to bring you amazing content. Amanda is offering a $25 gift card to Simon Says Stamp, which is open to both US and international crafters. So all you have to do is comment. You can comment once for a chance to win, or you can hop along and comment on multiple channels, and that will increase your chances as you will have one entry per comment. Now, these entries can be made from now until April 18th. Once April 18th hits, then Amanda will choose a winner, and you guys will have to go back to her channel to see if you won. So please make sure you hop along, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, give us some likes, and leave lots of comments. We love interacting with you guys in the comments. So as you can see, I've stacked up all of my thinking of you sentiments, and I have moved on to my large dream catcher that will go in the center of my card. And I'm going to go ahead and glue down each of those, and I've done 4 for this one. And on top of it, I will create some, I will use some vinyl to create some shimmer. Now, I did use my glue sponge to glue down some of these dream catchers, and while it does work very well, my hands were left pretty sticky, and I'm not sure how I love that part of it. So once we've done that, we will move on to placing each of the dream catchers in their particular place. Now, like I said, I did decide to only place the middle dream catcher popped up with dimensions. So those other pieces that you see to the right of me, I will not be using in my card. I am going to go ahead and stick that down, and this is holographic vinyl from Cricut, and I absolutely love it because depending on where you are looking at it and where the light is hitting, it shows different colors, and I love that iridescent look. So now I'm going to take some graphics vinyl in this shimmery gold color, and I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to glue my thinking of you down on that. I've created a shadow using my Cricut for my thinking of you sentiment. Now, the reason that I stacked this up so much is because this thinking of you sentiment will act as a stopper. Now, I've also used some glitter dust to provide some shimmer to our thinking of you sentiment because I just can't get enough of the shimmer. I am now taking each of my pieces that we have for the inside of our card, and this white piece can be used to write a sentiment, and that sentiment will be hidden when the card opens, because this fun fold card, it's been called a twisted easel, a pop and twist. There are several different names floating out around there about what this card is called. But when you open this card up, it actually sits up on its own, and it can be a display piece, whether that's on someone's desk or on the table. However, the thing that I love about this card is that you don't have to see the handwritten sentiment because that part is blocked. And I really enjoy that. You can still write a nice sentiment that is personal, that can be seen by the recipient, but not seen while it's on display. So now I'm taking my foiled cardstock, and this is a piece of cardstock from Nuvo, and I am gluing that down to my pattern paper, which is by Cricut. And then I am taking my glitter cardstock, which is also by Nuvo, and I'm going to glue that on the top. Now this is going to create the front of my card. Once we've glued down all of these different pieces, we will start actually assembling the card, and you will see how this fun fold actually goes together. So now that we've glued this down, I'm going to let that sit aside to dry for a second. And my card base is actually only some 80-pound cardstock. Because I have this stacked up so well, it is going to create a very, very sturdy card base. And I did not need to use my regular 100-pound card bases that I usually use. So I was able to use some nice pattern paper to put my card together. So as you can see, I'm creasing all of my score lines right now, and just starting to dry fit my card together so you guys can see what that will look like. Now we're going to begin by gluing the front portion onto the card. Now you see I have this folded. The glue will only go on the folded portion of the triangle. You do not want to glue it onto the entire back of the card because that will infringe upon it sitting up. So I've glued it down to the back. You can see I have that folded in half, and I only have glue on the bottom half of the square. So once that is done, you can kind of see how that is going to sit together. I am now going to go ahead and glue in the inside of my card base so that I can put the thinking of you sentiment down in order to show how the card will actually stand when it is in the sitting position. So you can kind of see what this is going to look like as it starts to come together. That thinking of you is thick enough to act as a stopper. And I think I cut this out 5 or 6 different times to stack it up really, really good. I think you could probably get away with 3 or 4. I just like to err on the side of caution, so I did cut that out more than 3 times. And I really love the way that really, really thick sentiments look anyways. I like that chipboard effect. So now I am going to take a piece of contact paper, and I am going to use that to lay my vinyl down on my card. I absolutely love using vinyl effects on my card. I don't do a lot of vinyl projects anymore. However, I have a lot of vinyl, and I find that it really, really works out nicely on a lot of my cards. Now, typically I wouldn't use contact paper. However, because my feather has so many small dots in it, I didn't want to fiddle with having to do that one by one. I didn't want to have to put those pieces on individually, so I did bring in a piece of contact paper. However, if you wanted to do that, you really could. I just didn't want to. So, like I said, again, this is all for Amanda and her 500 subscribers. I just want to personally say congratulations again. I am so ecstatic for you. This is such an awesome community of creators, and we absolutely love each of you guys who come and support us. So you guys make sure that you go by, you tell her congratulations, show her some love, leave her lots and lots of comments. And if you haven't subscribed to her channel, this is an absolutely amazing time. You're going to see a lot of people along the way. In my description box, you will see information for her blog, for her YouTube channel, the next hopper up, as well as a full list of each of the hoppers that is along on the hop today. Creators that are along on the hop today. That sounded better. So I hope you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy and hop along with us. I hope that everyone is in good health and doing well during all of this isolation and social distancing, and just staying healthy and happy is what I'm hoping for everyone. So now I've already placed down all of my elements, and I am going to place my sentiment strip down at the bottom, and I'm going to overlap those 2 dream catchers that I did not pop up. That was one of the reasons that I decided not to pop it up, because I felt like if I popped it up, then I would have to use foam tape on the sentiment, and it would just start to get a little bit too bulky, and I did not want that. So as you can see, this is kind of how our card comes out. It twists up when you open it. You have the space to write a personal sentiment that can be covered. Your other sentiment on the inside serves as your stopper. And you have a really, really wonderful thing that you can display when it is given. So I'm going to take some glitter drops by Nuvo, and I'm going to use that to finish off this card because I just couldn't stop, as if I didn't have enough glitter on this card. But I did it anyways. I had to put a couple of drops. I just started out on the side over there just to make sure I didn't have any type of a blowout when I started to place the Nuvo drops on my card, because of course we are too far in for us to have a mistake at this point. So as you guys can see, this is how our card turns out. I absolutely love that vinyl and the iridescent look. And I also really enjoy the fact that it is a fun fold. Those are some of my absolute favorites. And the fact that it can be a display piece for whoever you give it to. So if you have any questions about this card or any questions about the hop, please make sure you leave me a comment below. Give us a lot of likes. If you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. And I hope that I will have an opportunity to chat with you in the comments. Bye-bye.